Good morning. I have a new book to review today. It's kind of like Brown Bear again. And Baby Bear, Polar Bear. We read Panda Bear. This one's Polar Bear. First, we have our front cover with the title. If I flip it over, do you remember what this is called? The back cover. And this that holds the book together, just like our body, the spine. Inside, we have the pages with lots of cool pictures. And we've been talking about how good readers read all the words in the book so we know what the book is about and we get the whole story. We've also talked about, let me find, ooh, look at this. We've also talked about how letters together make words and words together make sentences. Now, I know it's a sentence. I want to show you something. I know it's a sentence because I see these spaces in between the words. There's not spaces in between the letters here because when we're writing a word, all the letters are kind of stuck together. Think about your name. If we didn't write your name with all the letters stuck together, it would not say your name. So in a sentence, we have spaces between the words. That's so when we read it, we know that they're different words. If there weren't any spaces, I would have to read it like it was all one giant long word. And I don't think I have enough breath for that. So with spaces, it tells us that we can take our time to read it. All right, our title, Polar Bear, what do you hear? I see even more new animals today. Some I'm not quite sure what they are. Let's read to find out. Polar Bear, what do you hear? Polar Bear, what do you hear? I hear a lion roaring in my ear. Lion, what do you hear? I hear a hippopotamus snorting in my ear. Notice these are things that they hear with their ears, not that they see with their eyes like the other books that we've read. Hippopotamus, what do you hear? I hear a flamingo fluting in my ear. Flamingo, what do you hear? Ooh, zebra. Wonder what sound a zebra makes. I hear a zebra braying in my ear. Zebra, what do you hear? Ooh, I hear a boa constrictor hissing in my ear. Boa constrictor, what do you hear? I would not want to hear that in my ear. I would run screaming. I hear an elephant trumpeting in my ear. Elephant, what do you hear? It's kind of like Ellie Elephant. See the long trunk? Where she grabs Peanut and she goes, eh? I hear a leopard snarling in my ear. Leopard, what do you hear? I hear a peacock yelping in my ear. Peacock, what do you hear? I hear a walrus bellowing in my ear. That's a really pretty walrus, like a pink purple. Walrus, what do you hear? I hear a zookeeper whistling in my ear. The zookeeper has a bucket of water and some fish going to feed the animals. And as he's going along, he's whistling. Zookeeper, what do you hear? Oh my gosh. I hear children growling like a polar bear. Let me hear you growl like a polar bear. Roaring like a lion. Roar like a lion. Snorting like a hippopotamus. Maybe that sounds like a pig snorting. Fluting like a flamingo. Braying like a zebra. Hissing like a boa constrictor. Let me hear you hiss like a boa constrictor. Trumpeting like an elephant. Snarling like a leopard. Yelping like a peacock. Bellowing like a walrus. That's what I hear. They're all kids dressed up as those animals. There's our polar bear. All right, we are all done reading for today. Mr. Halliday, Mrs. Brinsley, or if you're in my class, I have an activity for you to do. So I will see you next week with some more reading lessons. I hope you're practicing reading. You should be reading every night before you go to bed.